Nah, let him Chief introduce
Let him
himself, man.
introduce himself. So he's gonna talk a little bit about him.
Chief,
and
talk to the big timer, man.
before we get straight to the topic, man.
Because what?
That was a
Man.
good one.
What's up,
That was a
man?
good one, nigga.
Shit.
Shit.
Track today.
Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Usni. Welcome to the OBT show, Only Big Time, man. As you know, I'm always with the only and the unique Big Timers.
What do you do? Big timer, it's your boy Liberia. Y'all already know this. Hey, we're coming today with a new episode, man. Today we got a special guest in this episode, Chief Williams, man. Hey, but before we get into today's episode, please, you guys make sure you guys go and listen to the other episode. We're dropping episode on Spotify and Apple Music. We got a new episode every
Wednesday, man.
Hey, make sure you guys keep up with the content, man. Today we're gonna talk about, Usni. We've been trying
so hard, man.
so hard to get Chief on the show, on the podcast. You know, Chief is a big time player when it comes to Minnesota soccer.
Man.
So big time in Park Center High School. So Chief,
Just-
then if
Just
go ahead.
let him Chief introduce
Let him
himself, man.
introduce himself. So he's gonna talk a little bit about him.
Chief,
and
talk to the big timer, man.
before we get straight to the topic, man,
Because most people don't know who this guy is, but if you know,
they're gonna know today.
I mean, I'm Chief Williams, man. First of all, it's an honor to be here. Appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, appreciate to having you, man.
Yes, sir. A little about me, man. How do you call it? Well, I grew up in Liberia. I'm from Liberia, and I moved to the U.S. when I was about 12, 13 years old. First stop in New Jersey.
Okay.
I was there for a little bit, and then moved to Minnesota, and since then it's been a history. So
I'm telling you,
that's that.
how she wrote.
So you coming right from New Jersey, getting into Minnesota. How did you? At what point in your life did you decide? Okay, I'm gonna play soccer. I'm gonna get into Park Center High School, and I'm gonna get into it.
I mean, soccer was always my first love, honestly. Back home, that's really all we did. Like where we used to play, that was a sand field, like literally by my house. So wake up in the morning, brush up, shower, and then it was guys already playing. So
back home,
yeah, so
you're crazy, man.
we kept playing. We played with like
All
the air
day?
ball, all
Yeah,
day,
all
bro.
day.
all day.
No time.
man.
You can't get tired.
Same.
Go home, eat, and come back.
It was fun, bro. It's crazy. Like when you're that young, like you just always playing. You don't care about what time you get over,
Yep.
start. It's just all fun.
It's
Just
okay
all
how
fun.
dirty you look.
Right,
Just
like-
playing, bro.
It's crazy.
That's really good that you mentioned it, because he kind of like relate to the same background as me. I don't know about whose background, but I'm pretty sure he relate to the same
Hell yeah.
background as him too. So we just play and trying to have fun. Like you have that freedom. You don't think about nothing
Right.
when you're a kid. So you just there enjoying and
But,
just make sure you have fun. And
but here though, Chief, right? So you moved from Liberia, Jersey, So you, like Minnesota wasn't your first, like it wasn't like us. You just come to Minnesota exposed.
Right.
You had some like pre-game kind of. So you moved to Minnesota. What made you like wanted to play soccer here?
I mean, honestly, it was like some family issues and stuff like that. It wasn't my decision, to be honest.
okay,
But my uncle stayed over here, and then my dad just thought it was a better opportunity, better living situation
Environment
for
and
us.
stuff. Yeah.
So we came over here, and then my older cousin, he was already going to Park Center. I think he was in like the 9th grade, and I was
Ninth
in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
And then he introduced me to the Park Center senior team, and then I remember he telling me, "Oh, we got practice tomorrow." Man, I was so excited, and he gave me his soccer cleats. I had the cleats like the whole night, just looking at him like, "Bro, what time is it?" What we got?" Like it was so fun, and then it just all went from there.
Did you sleep by your cleats?
Something like that, bro. It was been a long time, but I was really excited for us.
but as you mentioned, right, opportunity, right, that word, because I feel like that word has a lot of value in it.
Right.
Mentioning opportunity, you probably didn't know you ended up, playing for college and, as a first D2 program college in Minnesota, right? So, before we move into that, so tell us more about, how was your high school season from, being a freshman, going sophomore, and then graduate from high school? Because you was a big time in Minnesota, man.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't know, but
I didn't know myself until I played with him. But you gotta let us know who was the that Park Center, how was it with your boys? Because I know all of you guys were good players, and all of you guys went out. Some of them
and a good friendship
went
too.
out of state. Yeah, exactly. Because it's important to say that actually it was. But yeah, let us know a little bit, like Park Center High School soccer. Like, tell us more about it.
I mean, I've been with the Parks in the Senior High School program since 7th grade when I got introduced in.
Nah, say that one more time.
Seventh
grade.
He's
Seventh
the
grade.
uncle of the program, man.
Yeah, so I used to in 7th grade I used to train with guys that was on the varsity team, and then 8th grade I used to come in and practice with them, and then 9th grade I ended up making the team, started some games my freshman year, and then my sophomore year was kind of a rocky road. I lost my granddad that year, and it was really hard for me, honestly. And then my junior year became captain. I was captain for 2 years. Everything just went uphill my junior year. It was point I was top 2 in the state for goals, and
It was going crazy.
yeah, man.
But do you think the fact that, like, I don't really want to go to that subject, but the fact that you lost your grandpa your sophomore year, you came your junior year, like, felt like you had something to prove.
Right. Oh, most deaf, bro. Like, it was
Still
it
most
was
deaf.
it was
But
some
like an
guys,
extra motivation.
bro. It was some guys on the team. Like, obviously, like my friend, my best friend Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
He was on the team, and I was on the team before him, and he was
was
there
going
my
crazy.
sophomore year starting, and I was on the bench. I'm like, bro, oh my.
Shout out to Gabe, man. I
Shout
know
out
he's
to
gonna
my
watch
man,
that.
Gabe
bro.
gotta come,
Gabe is a
man.
big time, man.
That motivated me so much in my head. I'm like, bro, like I was on the team before all these guys, and then they play on me, bro. And
Nah,
then
like, guys, like the stuff Chief saying right now is really important because he just said it. So his friend was in the team, but he wasn't there like jealous saying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
some people can be like, he's my friend.
Right.
Started having some certain type of way, idea and stuff. But instead of him seeing like that, just like, damn, I was here before my bro. It's kind of like jealousy, but it's a good jealousy. You
Right,
want to be
right,
there
yeah,
with him. You
yeah.
see what I'm
So
saying?
it's like a positive one. Yeah.
It's a positive one. So make sure, big timer, you guys take that tip. That's really important there.
Yep.
for sure.
But yeah, like Gabe starting before you, and then you get still on the team. You want to do better. You want to get there too. So what do you do?
Came back, became captain. You said.
Man, became captain. I was working. Me and Gabe was working that whole summer, like
Yeah.
going to section by ourselves, kicking on goals by ourselves, like playing little goals by ourselves, and just getting better, man. Like everything, like especially my junior year, people thought like it was all happening like luck or something, but Gabe know the grind we put in, bro. Like we really work hard, and everything just started going my way. Like a lot of people started coming in the circle, and like Chief, and
Yep.
it was fun, bro. Honestly, so.
No, but I mean that's the point of playing, right? You have fun, you happy. You in high school, you playing with guys, a lot of guys from different background. When I compare that, you also high school soccer from like college soccer, it's a different level. Obviously, you playing for guys probably just play for fun. The competition is probably not there sometimes,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that you don't have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. If you have to score goals, you have to be the guy.
have to carry the
You
team.
still got to
Yeah.
carry. You have to do your
You
job.
have your own
you know?
responsibilities.
It's really important, right? So I personally believe that you had a good impact when it comes to Park Center High School on the program, and
Right.
you were leading guys as in your senior year, guys like Yabate. He was here. They came young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sidik
guys
came
like
here.
this.
Big shout
And
out
then,
to
so
Sidik
guys
Jabati
like
out
this,
there.
he was in the show, but it's important, they learn from you. He was saying that, so it's important to have that good perspective, that good, impact on people. I feel like it's important, but
So
you now, being the man, going from, this great season, these 4 years in Park Center High School, and, transferring to St. Cloud State. Tell us
But
about that
later,
transition.
I got a question for
What's-
Chief.
okay.
Before even we talk about
Before we talk
the
about the
college part,
transition,
right?
Okay.
So like you playing Park Center and you knew like from your freshman year, sophomore to the senior year, you knew they're like, okay, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna impact the program, okay, in a certain way.
Okay.
right.
Okay. So like were you doing that on purpose? So like guys like Sidiki Jabati can so like, okay, they can look up to you, or you were just there and having fun playing your game. You never because I know sometimes when you do something like, okay, I want to do this way, so the freshman, sophomore, they can like look up to me, or sometimes it's just I'm doing me, and then it just happened.
Yep.
Now that's a great question. I mean, for me personally, with my leadership and style, it's more of action. I always have that mindset to always give my all. And a lot of the kids, like, they look up to me, obviously because what I was doing on the field. And
Yep.
Yeah,
and I mean, like I said, my mindset was giving everything, whether it was practice, game. Like, I was always vocal. So, just having that edge and thing about me make people wanted to look up to me or be motivated, whatever it was. So, I would just say that. It wasn't planned or anything like that. That was just me.
So like, just like, if I'm understanding what you're saying, basically you were like, you taking all those action. It wasn't like you wasn't acting up. That was you. It's your personality. You know, it wasn't like, okay, I'm doing this in purpose or I'm just being me. But that's just you being you as a leader.
Yep. That's really important because, you know, a lot of, you know, young guys out there, you know, they're just playing for themselves, you know, and it's important too, you know, but at the same time, it's a team sport, right? When you talk about soccer, I feel like you got to, you know, worry about your teammate. We always, Usa and I, we talk about the chemistry. It's important to have, you know, good teammates and, you know, of course.
But like on his case, the thing is missing. The point, like, a lot of people missing even when you look at the high school, like the team that's not really good, the player that's kind of good, but they're not up there. They're kind of missing like leadership. That's what he was saying. You see what I'm saying? Like being a leader. Like, it's not even like being like captain and stuff. You know, if you're really good, the captain, like, responsibility will come to you. Right. But being in leadership within yourself,
guiding.
You see what I'm saying? Not even guiding other people. Being leader with yourself, like he said, him and Gabe putting extra work. That's them literally taking responsibility of their own. And then, of course, if you start working, you're gonna be blessed. And then you being a leader in your team, being captain, that's a byproduct of, you know, of you taking care of yourself and knowing what you have to do to get it.
But what I would say is after that, you know, 4 years, you know, transition from high school,
big time Park Center, man.
Of course, they were offered. I mean, you're not gonna act like they were not,
for sure,
right? They were offers, right? So I don't know, man. You gotta let us know, like, how was the transition from you? Like, I would say, what was the biggest change, right? Before even we get into, you know, the program, how you get into St. Clair State and how your season went, what did you like? What was your expectation of college soccer
before you get there? No,
how was you looking college soccer when you were in high school?
He just said this. Your first day when they tell you how to practice, you look at your cleat. What time is it? So after you graduate from high school, okay, you're like, I'm going to college. Okay, whatever college you were going to. But what was your expectation? Like, what time is it? I'm going to college. You know, how was that for you? Like, what were you expecting?
I mean, it definitely changed. Like I obviously loved the game, but the expectation, everything changed for sure. Like, my first practice here in college, I mean, obviously I was excited, but when you get to practice, you meet like everybody that was top out that schools.
Right.
All the big time.
All the big time.
Or people that think they were big time.
Right. And for me, like, my first practice, I did my thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course.
So my head was still big. I would say I was thinking, like, I'm about to kill these guys, bro. Like,
that's honest, bro.
That's
like,
honest.
He's actually being honest right now.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, I'm about to kill these guys, and then things progressed and started getting a little tough. I would say.
But in just in, like, you know, we're gonna get there. Of course, we're gonna get there. Right. But you know, I was just want to know, like, you know, what was, you know, in high school, a lot of guys, you know, they don't know how college soccer works, you know.
Right.
So, you know, they have that vision that, okay, I'm going to go there, I'm going to start, I'm going to play. Right from high school, which is not the case. We see a lot of good guys, they get to programs and they don't even play. They were good guys in the high school. So,
and then the fact that they're not playing, that does not mean they're not a good player.
Exactly. Right. It doesn't mean they're not. It's important also to add that. But what was it, like, the biggest, I would say, like,
if you gotta say one thing,
or even two, what was you say? Okay, was it like the game pace? Was it like
the practice intense
vision? Was it like the coaching getting more technical? Is it like what
demanding more from you?
Like, the school getting bigger, the outside, you know, you being able to.
What do you think so what do you think was the biggest impact in your game that we didn't see the Chief in high school?
Okay,
your freshman year. You see what I'm saying? What do you think is a big difference there? The impact.
That's it. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I would say not having that freedom to do, like, whatever I want. Like, in high school, I mean, we were in like one of the hardest conferences in like the whole country, bro. Like we had Herbert, who goes to Indiana. Like it was one of the hardest conferences in the whole country. So not having that freedom in college, like obviously you playing with really good players as well, but certain coaches prefer certain style of play, and you have to adjust as the player, and sometimes it takes time.
Takes time. Yep.
And with college season, I feel like it's the same as high school season. It goes fast. Like you gotta do the extra work to come in, be in shape, and passing the ball by yourselves your own time. And then once you come in, because preseason usually the coaches make that team right there, and then it just goes from there. So
yep.
Having that mindset, what I've learned, and coming in this upcoming year, just doing my own training. Then once I get there, it's like boom, boom, let's go. And because once you try to wait it out, and it'll be too late by then.
You'll be too late.
Guys, you guys should let it take a pen right now and just take a note of this, man.
Hey,
because the thing is, we always say this, man. Like I don't know if Chief can you have something to say about this, but college coaches don't really have a time for players development.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really have a time, like you said. You gotta go on your own. The little thing, like you gotta work on it. You're like that left foot. You're gonna have to improve that one. Those control. Yeah. The college coaches doesn't have time for that. They don't have time. They come to practice. It's just everybody work together and gotta go. But you gotta have to put your own work in it. Yep. Like you said, and then that's part of the growth of your own too.
Of your own,
because the season happened. Coach already have his team.
Too fast.
You guys going? You guys have like 2 month break. Not even 2 months. 1 month. December. In January, you guys start practicing again. In that spring, it's already working for the next time. So if you not work, if you're not doing any work on like that 1 month break, nothing, and you come back the same player, my friend, you gonna eat at the bench.
You're gonna stay behind.
I'm telling you, they're gonna give you a blanket at the bench.
They don't care. Like,
they don't care.
I mean, why would they care? Why would they care? So that's exactly what we talk about. When you mention fitness, right? It's important to know that we don't like fitness is on you.
Oh, fast.
It's on you. I don't know. Like for me, fitness is on you, man. We're not gonna get there. We only have 2 hour practice a week, and then make us run for like what 1 hour each day for that. No, like we can't do that. It's on you. When you go on break, you gotta make sure you eat right. You gotta make sure you take care of your body. You gotta make sure you rest and you take care of yourself. You're an athlete. You're a college athlete. You're competing.
So here, just Chief, like share with us. So like your fitness level in high school, right? Like there is some stuff you were allowed to do in high school. I don't know, for example, you can go to bed at like 2 a.m., wake up at 8, you're still young, your body recover quick, because you don't do enough. You don't not that you don't do enough, but like the effort they ask you in high school is not the same as in college.
Right.
In college, you actually gotta need like the 8 hours sleep for your body to recover and stuff. What was like, do you think that there is a big difference between the fitness level in high school and the fitness level in college?
I would say yes, for sure. Because in college, you playing with guys that's insane, like fit guys that will keep up with you like the whole 90. I mean, high school, man, obviously I was like strong, fast. I mean, I'm fast. I can hold my own when it comes to like strength and stuff like that. But college guys will like meet you there,
like me. That's like me, right?
Right, like
you go me.
I remember.
I remember one practice.
This man hit me so hard, bro. Oh my God! Like
I bullied this guy on practice, bro. I bullied this guy, bro.
I'm confused. Are you a defender or?
I was confused after that, bro.
Are you a defender?
No, I'm bullying kids, bro. I got to bully him. I had to.
Bro, don't injure the
big
time, bro.
You know how it is when the young come in the team.
Nah, it is.
You gotta tell them that we're not here to play, man.
Let him want to prove his point. He's like, I'm a senior, guys. I'm a junior. I'm about to be a senior.
No, but no. No, you remember that, Chief? You remember that? Yeah, that's
you hit me so hard, bro.
That's how you're gonna bully the next one, the next guy. A little bit, so nothing wrong, no hate.
It's definitely
positive,
positive for sure.
Yeah, it's important, because a lot of young guys, they come and they think things have to go the way they think, So sometimes you gotta check them up.
Nah, you have to. But guys here, like Chief said something that was really important, right? He said coming to college. When you come to college, and we always say this. You in your hometown, you're the man there. You come to college. Guess what? One coach go recruit. Everybody want the man of their hometown. All the coach recruit the player that was the man in their team, right? Yeah. So now everybody come to the team. You were the man. I was the man. Yeah. Everybody's the man.
Exactly.
Now who's the actual man?
And then there's
You know-
the guy that was there already.
Yes, that's a man. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then guess what? Sometimes you come to the team, the man is already there. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's actually tough on people.
It's
You know,
tough.
it is actually tough because like sometimes I'm gonna give you an example, right? And Chief can back up us on this. Like you can be the man in your team, right? You can be the man in your team, and everybody go through you. Like you touch the ball all the time, and now boom, you come to college, right? Like that same attention they were giving to you, like they're not giving you that same attention
Yep.
anymore. And now it looks
Yeah.
like we don't like you or we don't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
you. But you just used to overusing, being overused by everybody.
Yep.
Like in the locker room, everybody Larry.
Yep.
The coach Larry, the public Larry. Now you come to college, Larry.
Nobody
that,
cares.
that can actually affect people. What do
Yeah.
you think about that?
Bro, that's literally what happened to me. Like,
Tell us more about
and
it.
this
How'd
from
you happen?
a personal experience. Like
Okay.
we said, going back to high school, like it was always Chief before we even played the other team. They already knew like who I was. Like 2 guys marking me in the whole game, and even in school, like everybody knew me. And then coming to college, like I said, was a big transition. Obviously, like the coach, they had high expectation about me, like seeing me first practice. And then, like I said, at times went by, like things started getting more tough and adjusting and all that. So over time, it did play on me a lot. I'm like, what is going on? Why I'm not playing this much? It was more of why, instead of like questioning myself and looking in the mirror like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, it takes time though, like adjusting,
Adapting yourself.
adapting as well.
But
yeah.
here though, like you just said something like that's really important. So you say like it takes time, but how long time does it take you to realize that? Some people can be for 4 years blaming the
Right,
coach,
right.
blaming the player, blaming
Blaming-
everything.
yeah.
But how long does it take you? And the good thing about this is the fact that you realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can be there and like be like, okay, Larry don't like me, Chief don't like me, it's fine, we're trying to change them.
Yep.
But how long does it take you to be like, okay,
This is on me.
this is tough, but now it's on me.
Yep.
How long does it take you to realize that?
I mean, honestly, there's no right answer to this. I would say your own personal time. Like, when you go in the mirror and look there and be like, oh, because obviously if you're not playing the amount of time you want to play this, obviously something's wrong, whether it's your own personal thing, like personal life, or you're not just meeting the coach's expectation, because the coach is the one in charge. If you're not doing what he wants you to do, you're going to be on the bench. So I would say it's your own time, working on yourself and once you're doing all the right things, man, I'm pretty sure you will get what you want, whether it's playing.
That's definitely most definitely.
Yeah. So
No, like Chief, actually on that one, guys. If anybody here go to work for 2 weeks, guess what? You're gonna get your paycheck.
yeah.
Like it's actually true. If you go to work for 2 weeks, you're gonna get your paycheck.
Yep.
But if somebody work 40 hours and somebody work 80 hours a week and you work 10 hours, everybody gonna get their paycheck, but we're not gonna get the same amount of money
Right.
on it.
True.
Right.
True.
So
And
make
that's-
sure.
Go ahead.
No, I just make sure you go to work, and put your own work in it. Like I
Fact,
said.
fact. And okay, since we're already in the topic, right? We're already in the topic of you growing from being to college, and playing college soccer, right? How was for you like preseason looking like? How was the season? Because the first season just finished and we're about to summer coming and everybody trying to work on themselves and getting ready for the next season. It's just a couple months. We literally like 4 months from next season, right? So how was for you like the first season, and what are you planning for the next season, for the next year?
So when I'm confused, like when you ask me the question, I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Are you asking like, what did you do the first season? You think you can improve in the second?
Yes,
Oh,
pretty
how-
much it.
okay,
Like,
I
like
got it.
how do you what do you think
Personally.
like from your experience of because you're not a freshman no more,
Right,
so
right,
it's
right.
like you have some type of knowledge and you have stuff to fix about yourself for next season coming up.
Okay, I'm a freshman and I'm coming to your college next year. Give me an advice.
Give me
man.
an advice.
I would say, man, fitness is a key in college soccer. It's a lot of running, a lot of hard work, like practices and stuff like that. And like your weakness, everyone know that weakness, whether it's that dominant foot, like making it more better, it can always get better, or your weak foot. If you're a striker, always striking the ball at the goal, finding
Working.
different ways to score goals and being open. As a midfielder, like touches, everything, like everyone can get better with touches and stuff. It's the little stuff, man, like separating yourself. Like one time me and Eddie we were talking, he was like, my touch is really good, but at the same time, if I'm taking extra practices by myself, hitting the ball on the wall. Like, it would separate me from a lot of guys. And by the time the season comes, I will already be ahead no matter how hard they're working during practice.
Yes.
So, like, the thing you do by yourself carry on in the season and all of that. And back to your question, where you said my first season, what I did, a lot of running. Me and Gib, we would go to run a lot, and then I started going to the gym for the first time.
This man, bro. Clown. I wish I could record that thing. I tell Chief had to do some lunges. Man, I see the man. I was like, bro, live this way, bro. No wait for you, bro. Let's look at the form. Man, I wish I can find that video. I think Guy got that video, man. We might expose a big time, man.
No, but like it's important, right? Because you get into college soccer, there's more adding to it, right? You got to do things. You know, you get closer to the professional level, even though, you know, we take things more serious. You know, people are getting paid good money to do their job, you know. So this is not a joke, right? So you get there. It's probably funny, but, you know, you got to know that as high as the level get, you know, the more serious you get, you know, either you want it or not, you know, it's not up to you at this point. So, yeah, it's important to know you get in college, there's gym, there's lifting, there's filming, there's all this, and it's not up to you. You got to show up. Yeah. You got to show up, man. So, talking about your first season experience, like, what do you think?
What do you think about college soccer?
My first season.
Yeah, your first season of college soccer.
Man,
it wasn't great. St. Cloud State didn't do good, obviously, but you know, let us know about you know what's your point of view of it.
Honestly, I would say my first season, not the team aspect.
Yeah,
but
your
personally,
personally,
I didn't achieve any of my goals, honestly, and it's no one's fault but mine. And that shows growth. Like, I'm not like during the season, I was like, oh, is this person that person? This is not going my way because of this. And I went into the mirror and just like, oh, this didn't go that way because I didn't do this. Just realizing that and self-reflecting.
Damn, that's deep, man.
And also like not playing enough time. Like coming from high school, like I'm playing every game full time, never coming out. Like, and then coming to college, it's like, damn, I was just in for 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Some games, like I think it was 1 or 2 games I didn't play just on the bench. Eat you up, bro.
It eat you up. It does.
It doesn't matter how strong you want to look.
It hurt, bro. It hurt. Like sometimes, like after those games where you didn't play, you just cry, bro. Like, and then dealing with that on the field stuff, and then school as well.
Yeah.
And then your own personal
college
life.
Stuff.
And your life, yeah. It's
and then bro, like, and a good thing, Chief. I should talk about this, okay? Like one point for all the big timer out there, okay? That's really important that he's doing. We ask him a question, right? What do you think about the college experience? What do you think about? Every time he starts sentences, he's like, I, you know? Because some people can be sitting here and say, yeah, my team, my coach, but, you know, taking responsibilities, like we say one more time. He's starting with all the sentence with, I put on, you know, I take the L, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? He keep that L, you know? So, like, that's really good out there. So, like, that's why when we tell you, like his chief said, go into the mirror, stand there, look at it, and then whatever, you know what I'm saying, just take your feedback from yourself. You know, and that's really important.
Holding yourself accountable, man. Accountability, man. It's important.
Man.
It's come from within, you know, it's your personal, you either choose, you know, growing or, you know, being who you is, you know, it's up to you. But I feel like as the year goes, you know, you grow, either you're winning or not, you know, from experience, you know, from failure and from hardship and
then what he said too, like you're not playing soccer. You're not playing enough games. First of all, most people, like most athletes that go to college, they go there to play soccer. You know? You're like, we can say whatever we want here, okay? They go there to play soccer. And of course, go to school, take classes, but the main goal is to play soccer. So the main reason is like, for example, I live here right now and I go to Utah. I don't know nobody there. I'm there to play soccer. The main reason that brought me there, not even working right now, it's so hard to focus on school, you know, even though as much you're trying to make it look like everything is fine outside, it's tough, man.
It is
tough. So Chief, like, but I see you we used to go to library together. You know.
Yeah.
I see Chief working on the fresh on the finish line. I still remember that line. Okay, but like Chief, I could see because we talk, you know.
Right.
So we know stuff wasn't going right, like on the field. But how do you balance it to make sure, like at least outside, because you could have been there, like I don't want to talk to none of my friends. I don't want to talk to you guys. But we still go to the library. We still go out to eat. You still laugh to people. You still go see your family. How do you balance with all those stuff?
That's a good question, man.
Man, that is a good question. I would say just having positive people around me, honestly, and being free to talk about whatever I was going through. I'm still figuring it out.
Because you're young too.
Yeah, it's like college come with a lot of stress, bro. Like, especially you taking a lot of classes, a lot of credits, and then there's some people have full-time jobs that they got to figure out. And there's some people in my case where I don't have my parents here to support me or anything like that. So it's all on me for the most part. And going to school, figuring it out, trying to maintain a certain grade, and going to classes on time. And
were you going to class on time?
I try.
Yes.
I try.
But you know what I'm saying? But he get there though.
Hey,
Oh, for
at
sure.
least you there.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
That's really good, man. It's really good. I'm really glad to see your growth and and the person you're becoming, because I'm looking really forward to next season. But
yeah, we definitely gonna be able to camera, man.
yeah, definitely
excited,
most def, bro.
They gotta feel me, bro. I can't
No,
wait.
but like it's important that we talk about the athletic part, because I always we always talk about athletic parts, playing soccer and all that, but it's important to focus about the academic part. How did you handle your study?
I mean, honestly, with school, you need to do what is important, like your majors and doing them assignments and prepping for your tests or whatever it will be, so just taking time out, because it's really important, because even your coaches will tell you your education is important. If you're not maintaining certain grade or doing certain things, you're not going to play, and they keep a tap on you. Like your professor will tell them, like I had two of my professors telling my coach if I wasn't doing this or if I was late and stuff like that. So like I said, take a good time out for your studies, going to class on time. Even if you're not understanding things, ask people, ask for help, reach out. Like it's important. It help you at the end of the day. So
guys, like anything you said, ask for help, man. Don't be scared to ask for help. Now, like like he said, Chief said, like we were there. I never see this dude at the gym, bro. I started seeing him at the gym at the end, and I was like, okay, he's really like he realized something, something hit him. Yep. So I'm like, okay, that's good, because there's a lot of resources out there around you. Sometimes if you feel like you lost, just stop, look around, and ask for help. And like you said, positive people, find, what I'm saying, talk to people, and then get some positive feedback.
Yep. And actually, we talk about it, right? We talk about mental health, right? We had a video where we talk about it. It's important to know. A lot of people we have that mentality where we student athlete, we gotta be strong. We gotta be the toughest dude. We the toughest. We cannot cry. We cannot complain. We just gotta go with the flow. But that's not true. That's not right. We humans at the end of the day, right? We got brain. We got heart. We feeling emotion. And it's really important to really open yourself, as you guys say. I'm just
it helps.
and then talk to people.
But here though, like
what you guys talk about.
So, Chief, I see you talking about soccer, and but what's the fun part about your college experience? What's something that you were there like, okay,
I like
this
it.
is something like that's the fun part, because you cannot be here, look at a big time, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the fun part about your college experience, though?
In general, I would say like the little things, like going out to eat with guys. Practice was for me. I expressed myself in practice, because like last season I didn't play that much on the field that I would like, so I was always giving my all in practice. Like
that was your fun time.
Yeah, it was really fun for me. It's little things, man. Like just being appreciative of the game, like whatever it brings, because it could all be in like injuries and stuff like that. Could
little thing
stop
matters,
you
man.
and stuff.
It's really important. But let's just talk about it. I don't know if you how do you feel right now? Like,
yeah,
how do you feel right now?
Season coming. How do you feeling? Like, what's your goals for next season?
See this smile. I'm happy, bro. Like I'm
happy?
excited.
Okay.
Even though I went through some adversity, especially during the spring season.
Okay.
You were there, like practices and stuff. I was like that was the chief that I know was coming back again, like killing people, bro.
As I remember,
Cooking.
the first chief I remember,
Like,
yeah.
because I remember when you came, man, you were tough.
Yeah, bro.
You came as a freshman. I remember when soccer field, we practicing. I'm looking this young kid,
He's like, oh, who's this
Viv. He's just quick. I'm
So-
like,
So
damn, he got speed.
I got a question.
He
for
was
you.
different. He came different. I'll be honest. Like, not to vent and nothing, but
He came ready.
he came ready. He came to compete. You
So
didn't came
I got,
to
I got,
to
I
sit
got a
on the
question for
bench.
you now, Larry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you think the chief you saw the first time you guys
Yes.
practice and the chief that we're talking to right now,
Yeah.
there is a big progression?
There is a big progression because
In
it's
what
important to mention, right?
In
The
one way, like not okay.
In what way?
Right now, I'm not even talking about like the soccer part. Like
Okay.
as a man.
Oh, definitely. You know, he's getting more mature. You know, he's realizing that it's important to know to work on, you know, himself off the field.
Yeah,
He'll help you on the field too. You know, it's important to, you know, the way he takes things is different. He analyzes, he put himself, you know, held himself accountable. He's being more humble. So I think even though he cannot be perfect, there's a lot of stuff that we still have to fix about him, and he still have to fix about himself.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I think, you know, he's getting there little by little, you know. But I definitely see your growth on you. But you still gotta, you know, you gotta, you know, show yourself out there. It's important to promote yourself. In you know, we player, we humans, you know, nobody's gonna do it for you, you know. So
Sure.
you just gotta carry
But
yourself.
here or not, chief, for you, like, what's the chief we should expect next season?
Ooh. I like that. Hey, this guy.
Nah,
This guy, I don't know why he ate
that's a
today.
good question, man.
I don't know why he ate today, but he had
good.
some
for
question
real,
out
nah,
there,
for real,
man.
because I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I'm just saying.
Next season, I'm actually gonna go watch the team. And
I'm
then
taking the
you're gonna
whole
be-
season ticket.
You're gonna be one of those
Listen.
guys that we actually gonna go there and actually spend time on it, man.
It's important.
Honestly, bro, what I would say, just be expecting bangers, bro. Like goals.
Hey.
We finna be winning a lot, bro. I'm telling y'all
We
right
met.
now, like
We
That's
we
the
met at
camera,
21.
Chief is back, bro.
Hey,
I'm
Chief
coming.
It's important.
Let them know.
I'm coming. Ain't no cocky nothing. Like this me. Like honestly, bro. I remember like my sophomore year not starting any games, bro. Like not even I scored like just one goal the whole season. And people used to ask me like, "What you gonna do next year?" I used to tell them, "Just wait. I'm coming, bro.
That's
like,
important, man.
I'm gonna win
Send
everything
your
there
message
there
out
is.
there. Send your message out there, man.
I'm
It's
coming.
important.
Like whatever expectation people had, I'm gonna live up to it, bro.
Yeah,
like
That's good.
That's good.
I promise,
We
bro.
like to hear that, man.
Like
We
to
like
hear
to hear
that.
that because, you know, there's not a lot of, you know, guys that really like, you know, it's important, you know, let's be realistic, right? When you had a soccer, a high school career as you had, everybody expects you to, you know, blow, like go crazy in D1 or D2 where you go, you know, keep it up with the content, you
Right.
know, but it's important to know sometimes reality kind of catch up.
No,
It's
it-
important to know that,
definitely.
you know,
And-
you
and-
can go from just from
No,
the
go
top
on.
prospect to struggling in college, which is fine, but
Yep.
staying in the struggle is the issue. You have to be able to, you know, fix it and see what's wrong and then, you know, move forward and be better.
And then you know, like this thing you said right now, Larry, like struggling, it's fine. You
It's
know?
okay,
Everybody
yeah.
gonna struggle.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the guys like in chief, like in his situation, in his case, coming from high school, big time, college, when you like, we're not expecting you to be in the struggle, right?
Yep.
We're not expecting.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
when the
yeah.
struggle happen, it's too much like stress and expectation of people. You see everybody around you start talking. People that you didn't talk with make these kind of
Yep.
comments.
Comments,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it had more pressure.
Yeah.
Like, and then they start having second thought of you.
Yep.
And then sometimes they even kill people. You know,
Yeah.
that they destroy people mentally. So as a big time there, it's okay to struggle.
Yep.
Okay. But just make sure, like you said, it happened, you struggle, you sit down, okay, this is what I gotta do to get out of here.
Yep.
That's the most important. The struggle, actually, we don't care because at the end of the day, you're a freshman. You're not coming to college. We're not expecting you to be a starter as a freshman here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might happen,
It
but
might happen.
it's tough.
Yep.
So when you struggle, just remember, the most important is not the struggle, guys. It's how you get out there. And once you get out there, the man you're gonna become, that's what we actually care about. You know,
Yep.
because some people come struggle and stay in the struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, he used to be good. You know what I'm saying? Now they just live on their past. You know, nobody wanna go forward now.
That's true.
But that's really important though.
That's true. That's true. That's you said it all, man. You
But
said
like,
it all.
but like, no, like before, like, you know, we wrap this up. So, Chief, you said next year we're gonna like expect a big Chief, right? So, what you doing right now? Like, you know, like, is your work ethic like the same before college, you know, or like right now you working like what you doing basically your training? Do you practice 3 times a week, hitting the gym, seeing Gabe? You know, what are you guys doing right now? What's your game plan?
Honestly,
I kind of summer game plan. Yeah,
my game plan. First of all, I need to get all the way like 100%
because you went from surgery too.
I just had my hernia surgery,
That's
and
important.
I'll be fully back. Let's say in like the next 3-4 more weeks.
Okay.
So I need to go through rehab and stuff like that. But to touch on that a little bit, my confidence is back, bro. That's something important. I feel like I lost a little bit last season. My confidence all the way back, like, and also I know what to do now. Like back last year, like I was still trying to figure it out, but now playing wise, I know what I need to do. What
you know what the coach wants,
what is expecting.
Yep. So it's just going to the drawing board and just working, bro. That's really it, and getting better, fixing those little weaknesses and stuff. Like you can be perfect over time, but just constantly working and getting better. So I'm excited, bro.
We all are.
Honestly, I'm
we
really
all excited. You know, they're excited. We're excited. You excited. So we really can't wait to get into that next season and see what it brings to us. You know, because you know you have something to prove. You know,
facts.
So it's important to you know to be on that, and then you know just work on yourself and you know discipline you, and then you know do the right thing, do what you should be doing to get there. You know,
Facts.
So just the last thing I'm just gonna ask you, like how do you like. What do you expect from the team? Because we have been talking about you a lot in the recently, which is you're the main topic. I mean, you're the big time right now. But like, you have any expectation coming from the team for next year?
Obviously, if you're competing, the goal is to win.
Okay.
So, I want from. I keep saying that, but
it's important though.
From a team perspective, I want us to win more games, get into at least top 3 in the conference. I know it will be our second year, but I feel like we can do it. We got guys that just push a little bit, and we can get there and do it. And
that's good.
Making the playoffs, like getting there, like last season we didn't do it, but I feel like we can.
But like, okay, do you think are we gonna see the Chief, like the leadership from Chief? From high school, are we gonna see that same Chief in college next year?
Oh, for sure. I mean, during the spring season, I started like talking to some guys like Andreas, for example, who's like another big time young kid.
Of course,
that's coming
big
up.
time, man.
I was just telling him like,
shout out.
Just kind of be vocal and like guys looking at you and looking up to you. So like what you do, it matters. It's just little stuff like that. Me being older than the guy and being there longer and being humble and telling him like guys looking up to you, like keep doing the right things and keep talking in practice and stuff like that. So
perfect. Like actually that's good talk there, Chief. But like here though, so since you're not a freshman anymore, you're gonna be a sophomore next year, right? So what are you gonna do for the freshmen to look up to you? It's gonna be how vocal you are, or it's gonna be based on your work ethic, or some like
I mean, I would say for me personally, my thing. Some guys, they see like I don't like, they think I don't care or why I'm always away. Like you said earlier, like growing and stuff like that. It's certain things I don't know how to communicate, and I'll kind of isolate myself instead of talking about it with my teammates and stuff like that. But coming to next season, like I said earlier, I know what I want to do, what I need to do, whether it's communicating with them or asking the questions, just being a bigger person and being humble. Like it never hurt, like open up to your teammates, because these are guys you go to war with.
You're
gonna be with like a lot of time, and they will see your real emotions. So
that's really
it's important to open up all the way. It helps.
It is.
It helps the team.
It is.
Like the bond and stuff like that. So
chemistry.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what's up, man.
That's crazy.
That's a big talk from the big timer, man.
Hey, Usti, you got another crazy question over there, what?
Nah,
Cause Usti was going at you right now.
No. I wanna say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Like touching on mental health, like we've been seeing what have been happening. Like,
okay.
I just, if this, what I'm about to say, if it can help anyone, I was dealing with my own personal like issue. Like I said, not having my mom or dad here with me, just my siblings and kind of being by myself, and figuring school out by myself and
Figuring life out, man.
life out by myself. Like sometimes there's no one really to run to open
That's the thing.
all the way.
That's the thing.
And also dealing with your sports, wanting to be the best and all of that expectation and stuff like that. All I would say, just take it time, pray, whatever religion you believe in, just do that, and feel like talk to someone that you love and that would not judge you. Like, just it helps, man. Like the little things, talking to people. If you feel like you need to get away or isolate yourself, just do that, man. Do what's best for you.
Do what's
Like,
best for
best for
you.
you.
Do what's best for you, man. That's literally to sum up it.
No,
Man. I have
guys,
nothing to add to it.
Like him saying this, guys, like that mental illness is weird, bro.
It's
Facts.
serious.
It's fact. Like
It's serious.
sometimes, to be honest, I never believe in this kind of thing. I'm
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm the type of person that always go against. Oh, I don't believe that.
I don't believe.
that.
Yeah.
Until it hits you.
Until it
And
hits you,
be
and then you're like,
what's
wow.
wrong?
Yeah.
And you sit on the field, you cannot even control the ball.
You said
Like,
you said
yeah.
stay on the field. I'm talking about wearing cleats to go to the field.
Like, you're like, what's going on? Like, bro,
we
something
laughing,
happen.
but
You in your
it's
bed.
deep. It's deep.
You in your bed. You're supposed to be there for like
Yeah.
noon. You just, it's like 11:30. You ask yourself, do I even want to go there?
Yeah.
And you thought about this kind of thing. I'm like, ooh,
Why
why would
would-
soccer? Why would
Like,
you
where
even
this
think
going?
about that kind
Yeah.
of thing?
You know.
But bro, like you just find yourself in some like everything become dark, no light. You just standing there, bro, like
Yeah.
just so like you said, that's actually deep. Find somebody and talk to people, man. Empty
Yeah.
yourself. Like empty yourself. Don't go do some crazy stuff. Find people. Find a way. Go back. Find a way to like
Yeah.
release all
that,
that,
release,
all that
yeah.
bad energy in you. And so
Yeah.
because we need big time out there. Because Chief is coming 100%. We need y'all to come 100% because we
Yeah.
need
You
a
guys
challenge for him next year.
Better come 100%, man. Because if you guys stick to the end of this show, I appreciate you guys. We appreciate
Yeah.
you, Chief William, for coming up
Yes,
today
sir.
and spreading the word to the young kids, looking up to you. There's a lot of guys looking up to you. There's your team expecting from you, and even me, us, a lot of people expecting.
But we're
from you.
expecting a lot from you, Chief,
So
bro.
it's really important,
Yes,
to tell them what's the plan, So yeah, we appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please make sure you guys like the episode. Make sure you guys share. We're dropping episode on Spotify, Apple Music. We're dropping a new episode every
Wednesday, man.
Make sure you guys check up with the content. Anything else to say, Chief?
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me. You already know what it is,
No
bro.
problem,
So,
man. Got
Where,
you,
where,
man.
where can we find you? Like,
I mean,
actually, don't even. Hey, we're
Hey.
gonna put all the social media link.
Everything you guys are gonna add it, man. Hey, as far as us, OBT.
Only big time,
man.
man. Let's get it.